Hello everyone, my name is Abhilash and welcome to Credit Debit with Abhi. In today's video, we're going to be covering my Q2 credit card strategy. This video is going to include the 5 credit cards that I plan to use in Q2 to maximize my points and rewards. Like we do in all of our videos, without further ado, let's dive in. The first card in my setup is the American Express Gold Card. The card comes with a $250 annual fee, which is pretty hefty, but for me, the net fee is about $10 because I tend to use the 2 credits that come with this credit card. Number 1 is the $120 Uber credit, which is given out every single month, so it's a piecemeal of $10 each month. The second is the dining credit, which is also $120. I tend to use it at Grubhub, but there are a couple of other options like Shake Shack that you can also use it at. This credit too is $10 every single month. I tend to order at least 3 to 4 times every single month, so for me, I completely utilize the credit, and hence the net fee on the card is $250 minus the $240 I get from the credits, about $10. But that's not why I have the card in my wallet for Q2. Now that I have hit the intro bonus on a couple of credit cards that I was working on in Q1, I'm moving on to the Amex Gold Card for 2 reasons. Number 1, the 4x that it gets you on dining, and number 2, the 4x that it gets you on US supermarkets all the way up to $25,000 every single year. So this is going to be in my wallet for all my dining as well as grocery expenses. For my spending habits, I tend to use this card the most because I do dine out a fair bit and then order a bunch of online groceries but also walk into US supermarkets. The second card in my wallet is the Chase Freedom Flex card, where I get 5x back on Amazon up to $1,500 every single quarter. So in this quarter, I can earn a total of 7,500 points from my Amazon purchases. I tend to not spend $1,500 on Amazon every single quarter, but I plan to be using this card every single time I do. There is another benefit to this card when combined with another card in the 5-card setup that I have, but we'll get to that in a minute. The third card in my wallet is the American Express Platinum card. I primarily use this card to book airline travel. I have a fair amount of travel coming up in Q2 of this year. So in May, I'm going to Aruba. In June, I'm going to Banff in Canada. And in July, I'm traveling to Dubai. And unless I'm booking through points, I tend to use my American Express Platinum card to get 5x back on flights booked directly with the airlines. This card comes with a $695 annual fee, so it's very, very hefty. For my spending habits, I'm able to extract value from this credit card because the Platinum has a bunch of credits like the Uber credit, which is $200, the Saks Fifth Avenue credit, which is $100. You also have the Airline Incidental credit, which is $200 amongst others that I'm able to extract value from at 100%. The other interesting thing I use this credit card for is the Amex offers. I'm personally a big fan of staying on top of the Amex offers and making sure that I'm checking all the offers that matter to me. And if there are things that I was already going to buy, the Amex offers just make it more rewarding. A couple of avenues where these offers have or can come in handy are with YouTube TV, where I get $20 back if I spend more than $55 up to 3 times. So that's $60 in value. Then I also have this offer with Hilton, where if I spend more than $1,000 at certain Hilton properties, I can get $200 back. Now bear in mind that the best way to extract this value is if you were already planning these things even before the offers came in. That's when you should add them and extract value from these offers. Let's move on to the next card. The fourth card in my wallet is the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and this makes the Chase Freedom Flex a winner. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is the enabler that allows me to collect points on my Chase Freedom Flex card, move it over to the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then transfer it over to airline partners for great redemptions. So let's take the example of the points I would accrue from Amazon. If I spend $1,500 on Amazon in Q2, I can accumulate up to 7,500 points. Now if I move those 7,500 points over to the Chase Sapphire Preferred and then transfer it out to airline partners, I can get at least 2 cents per point when transferring to partners like Hyatt. And so the value I can extract from the 7,500 points is up to $150, if not more. The Chase Sapphire Preferred comes with a $95 annual fee, but you can get $50 back as a statement credit if you book a hotel through the Chase travel portal. So that brings your net fee down to about $45. This card also has terrific travel coverage. So if you're traveling and you're worried about cancellations, this is probably the card you should be using to book a lot of your travel. The reason this is in my wallet though is to get some elevated value on some of the expenses that I tend to have. Now this doesn't amount to a lot, but I love optimizing a lot of my points. So if I'm taking the subway, Chase categorizes that as travel, and so I get 2x back on that. If I'm parking my car in a garage, that also gets categorized as travel and I get 2x back on that. So for all of these expenses that get categorized as travel, I tend to use the Chase Sapphire Preferred because I get 2x back. That plus the points I'd accumulate from the Chase Freedom Flex makes this a valuable card in my wallet. The last card in my wallet is the Chase Hyatt card. This card comes with a $95 annual fee that can easily be subsidized with the free night award certificate that you get for Category 1 to Category 4 hotels. I got this card at the beginning of Jan, so I was able to hit the intro offer of 30,000 points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. But you can earn up to 60,000 points in the first 6 months of the ownership of this card, and I'll tell you how. After hitting the minimum spend threshold to get the intro offer, for all the expenses that get categorized as 1x on this card, you can earn 1 bonus point for every dollar spent, all the way up to $15,000 on this card. So imagine a situation where I have to pay a dog walker to walk my dog. I would have earned 1x back on this card, but because of this bonus offer, I'm able to earn 2x back on this card. And I think by the end of the 6 months of ownership of this card, I can get close to the 30,000 bonus points by using this as my catch-all card. So those were the 5 cards that are in my wallet. Let me know in the comments below which cards you have in your wallet right now. I'm also thinking about making a video of what my future strategy is and what are some of the credit cards I'm looking to acquire in the future. One of them includes establishing the city trifecta, and let me know if you'd be interested to know more about it. That's all for today, and like always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.